What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? Gino checking back in for another video today. It is the 28th of August and I'm currently eating my breakfast, which is kind of a surprise if you ask me. So since I keep forgetting my protein powder at my girlfriend's house, I've been having these containers of Greek yogurt mixed in with some frozen fruit, mixed frozen berries, or 200 or 250 grams, 50 grams of all bran and 2 whole bananas. And of course, the usual coffee and some water. I've actually really been enjoying this breakfast since I noticed that it fills me up way more than the all-bran bowl, even though the all-bran bowl has a little bit more fiber, but I think it's because of the consistency of the Greek yogurt. So this has been my go-to breakfast ever since I came back from Venice, I believe. So this morning I'm going to be eating my breakfast and then work on the training program that I'm going to be releasing in a couple of weeks. It's almost done. Still need to do some finishing touches and add some more information to it regarding the exercise selection and the programming itself. So without further ado, time to work. Right, so one thing that I started picking up again after like doing it on and off for I believe 3 or 2 years is meditation. So what I typically like to do is meditate for about 10 minutes per day, and of course not every day, since you'll have some days where you forget or you're too busy or too hectic and basically forget to do it, which is actually pretty like the opposite of what you want to reach with meditation. But I like to do it every day for about 10 minutes so that I can have a clear mind going throughout the day, and I also notice that I'm more productive and can put my focus more towards one thing at a time. I'll link an article with a lot of positive benefits that come from meditation, so I highly recommend you to give it a try if you haven't tried it out yet, since this is something that'll have different results for different people. So give it a try, and if you happen to do it, let me know what you think about it. Right, so I got my work done, did some meditation, ate some food, not in that order. So I'm going to be headed to the gym right now. First, drinking my pre-workout shake, pre-workout drink, which is 8 grams of citrulline malate and a scoop or 5 grams of creatine monohydrate. I've actually stopped taking beta-alanine in my pre-workout drink simply because as I'm reading off the studies, there's not any scientific evidence that beta-alanine has a positive effect on people who do weight training, and more so have a positive effect on people who do endurance sports. So I don't really find any positive effect to taking it with it, and it saves money not to take it then, so yeah, logic. So drinking the pre-workout, headed to the gym and hitting some legs. Alright, now I'm ready. Alright guys, so today I'm doing reverse pyramid style squatting, starting off the first set with 165 kg for a top set of 3 to 5 reps. We're gonna see how it goes, since this is the second week of my current training cycle, since I went on vacation for like 5 days and didn't train for a week. So I'm thinking the set is going to be going very well, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so for the post-workout meal I have some burned eggs, 3 whole eggs, 2 pieces of chicken fillet, 2 strips, 2 slices of bread obviously, 130 grams of corn, simply because I felt like eating corn, and a serving of tomato ketchup. Alright, so I'm at my girlfriend's house right now and I'm pretty much ready to go to sleep, so I'll check in back with you guys tomorrow morning and I'll talk a little bit about intuitive eating, since I have been doing that for the past 3 or 4 weeks already, and I'll go over how I do it and why I do it. Alright, so like I said, I've been intuitively eating for the past couple of weeks and here's how it goes. So like I said, a couple of weeks ago I was eating sushi with Romy, and when I eat sushi or when I go out to eat, I basically don't track macros for the day. I just keep an idea in my mind of what I'm going to be eating and just make a conscious effort to hit my protein and not go overboard on all the carbs and the fats. And I'm really capable of doing that, especially since I've been doing that for the past 3 years already, and that's working really well. And then the next day, I can't remember exactly what happened, but it turns out I wasn't tracking my macros either. I think we were going out to eat again. We had an event where food came to play, and all of a sudden, like 5 days later, I was scrolling through my phone and I saw the MyFitnessPal app, and I thought, damn, I haven't tracked macros in like 5 days. And considering my weight and how I looked, that worked out really fine, and it's actually something that I really enjoy more than the whole tracking macros thing. Now, don't get me wrong, I do recommend you, and especially people who haven't been tracking macros for a long time, to track their macros, since I still weigh out my food, but the only difference is, since I know in my head where exactly I have to be in terms of like food choices and calories estimating, the only difference is I don't track it. I don't put it in my MyFitnessPal. I eat intuitively. And one specific thing that I noticed now that I'm not tracking macros is that I'm actually less hungry than if I were to track my macros. And the biggest reason for that is probably because when I'm tracking macros and I have to hit like 400 grams of carbs, that's fine by itself. But I was constantly on the clock or on the numbers, like, oh, okay, still have to hit like 100 grams of carbs, how am I going to fill that up? And I was constantly busy with food. And now that I'm eating intuitively, I'm way more flexible with my food and my calories. Like, say for example, if I go out to eat and I go a little bit overboard, when I was tracking, the next day I would be more hungry simply because I was focusing on the numbers. And now when I go out to eat and go overboard, I can just basically draw back a little bit of food the next day, and that allows me to stay more lean on my lean bulk and actually bulk for a longer time, which would actually result in more gains eventually. So it's something that I personally enjoy to do, and I do not recommend you to actually do it unless you have been tracking macros for like 6 years like I have been. I really get a feel of eyeballing, estimating macros, estimating caloric intake, and all of that stuff that eventually will lead to you being able to eat intuitively. I never thought that I was going to be able to do this until it hit me that I had been intuitively eating for like 5 days in a row, and have been doing now for a couple of weeks. Now occasionally I will track my macros for a day and see if my calories are at the point where I want them to be, but so far so good. Right, and that is all for this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to smash the like button, because it really helps out the channel grow. Let me know if you like these type of vlogs more, where I'm putting a little bit more rawness into it, since that'll make it clear for me that I have to make more of these. And I will be releasing the how to get abs informative video within, I'd say, 2 weeks, since I was finally able to record the footage. So that'll be coming up in the channel very soon. Subscribe to the channel for so much more content coming really soon. I'm out, guys, and peace out. See you in the next one.